Hello, this is Tito at Life Path Astrology and Tarot, and this video is about transforming, healing, and understanding jealousy and envy and returning to love. So as many of you do know, I practice astrology, and many people don't know, I also practice shamanism. In my shamanic practices, which involves shamanic journeying, I journey to realms where I can understand, heal, and transform myself. Being a Scorpio, a lot of jealousy and envy has been coming up my whole life, and I've decided to understand these spirits a lot more. And on this journey, or the journey that I just did, I channeled some information. And I wrote it down, so I want to read you some of it and then discuss it with you. And so the first thing I wrote down: we are complete individual creations. We all have gifts and weaknesses. It's the journey of life. We are all where we're at in our unfolding process. The hierarchy is a deep story of our culture. We are not enough if we don't have these things, if we don't have certain image, if we don't attain these external things. So we're complete individual creations. We're perfect as we are. We all serve a purpose. For this one being, we all serve this one being. So let's say my body is the whole being. Then my fingers are all the individual creations, all the different forms, but they're all equal. And they all need to be there exactly how they are for I to live my life. So there is no comparison. And we all have gifts and weaknesses. Strengths that we've inherited through our evolution over many lifetimes, and weaknesses, our karma that we're working on. And it's exactly where we need to be in our unfolding process. It's just our journey. That's what we need to learn. We wouldn't want to learn it all at once. So we learn it through this time-space reality. Hierarchy is a deep story of our culture. So basically, the mind creates good and bad, right and wrong, better and worse. This duality, which creates suffering, which creates separation, which creates then suffering, because we feel we're not unified with this one being, which is made of love. So we came here to come through all this separation and return to the unity that we were before all of this. So the hierarchy creates suffering as well, because we feel that we're not enough if we don't have a certain image, don't have certain successes, we don't have these external things. And we base our self-worth on that. And we seek and we seek and we seek, and it's never enough. Next paragraph. We feel that before we can have the self-love and confidence to be our ideal selves, we have to achieve a certain thing. These are permissions. So we say, I'll be happy when I get that. I will love myself when I get that. And so we go on this journey and we get there, and we may feel for a little bit better and like we love ourselves, but we've based our self-esteem and our love on these external things, and everything in time will go. So as soon as that thing goes, we're back to suffering, feeling separate, not feeling that love for ourselves. So it's not a process of going anywhere, but a process of being present, being here in the love that we already are. So remembering who we are. Because it will never be enough. Everything in form is going to go. Form is just an illusion. So these objects, or these external things in the physical world, are just permissions for us to feel a certain way. That's already within us. They're keys to unlock a part of ourselves that already existed within us. And it's our choice and our process for how long it takes to realize this. So they're just tools. We must not judge ourselves. Why should we not judge ourselves on our journey? and in our process, because we came here to experience that oneness, love. Love is with no condition. And judgment places a condition on our journey. So even the judgment has to be loved. Every emotion has to be loved. Everything in the way of unity. And so our journey is to experience more and more love. And if we invalidate where we're at on our journey, we won't experience that love for ourselves. So it's important to love yourself. And we are to be in bliss, peace, and joy. This is what we're seeking. It is eternally here and now. So what this means is often because we are taught that certain things bring us happiness. Maybe it's having that certain job or certain relationship or certain type of relationship, or having a car or house, or that we feel there's certain things that we're being told by our culture and society that those things bring us happiness. And so a lot of time we experience other things that bring us happiness, but we invalidate it because we've been taught something else, and the ego doesn't want to die. The ego doesn't want to find out that everything it's being taught was just bullshit. So we end up chasing things, seeking things that are never enough, never satisfying, thinking that's going to bring us true happiness, thinking the outside world is going to bring us this happiness, when really we just need to return to the love and the bliss that we are. And that will bring us peace. So if you're feeling bliss, and you're feeling something that excites you and brings you joy, it could be as simple as walking down the street or just making pottery. And maybe someone told you need to be a lawyer, but you really just want to make pottery and you feel joy in doing that. And that's what you're supposed to do, because that's the universe and that's what we've come here to understand, remember. And it's eternally here and now. So you can always tune into that reality in the here and now. Every possible reality is here and now. You just have to remember where you want to be. Next paragraph. Vulnerability is truly power. Why do I say this? And a lot of people don't get this. They think looking strong in all situations is courage, is powerful. When really, when you're vulnerable, you're surrendering your fears to the universe. And fear is just a product of the ego mind, of the mind. So when you surrender your fears to the universe, you get to realize the true nature of things, the true nature of yourself, which is your higher self, which is awareness, consciousness, bliss, right? So when we surrender our jealousy and envy to the universe, to our awareness, when we bring awareness to these things, we realize they hold no power because they're based in separation. And as I keep mentioning, we're all one being, we're all one thing, everything is just one thing. So it is an illusion and it holds no power, and we get to see the negative belief system behind it. And then the illusion gets returned to source, transformation takes place, and we are in our true power, the power of the whole universe, that we are the universe. We are all unconditionally loved each moment. We are complete and whole unto ourselves. Self-appreciation is so important. We have to love ourselves first. Make a list of things that you love about yourself. Put them on your wall or draw them. We are completely loved by the universe. In everything that we do, everything and anything that we do, we're still loved by the universe. The only time that we don't love ourselves is when our mind tells us not to love ourselves and judges ourselves and saying that certain thing that's coming up within us should not be there. Like I said before, it's all a part of the path of loving ourselves. So self-appreciation is so important that if we're going to use the mind, have it be a servant and use it to flood it with thoughts of love and appreciation and the things in ourselves that we do like about ourselves. And I would even give you the task of writing down the things that you love about yourself every day, perhaps, or making a picture with the things that you love about yourself or the qualities that you love about yourself, and putting it up on your wall and reading those things to yourself every day. And I'm guaranteed after a while, you will love the shit out of yourself. Alright, so next thing. It's important that our narrative of ourselves is kind, loving, and positive. It's important that we see all the ways we are loved and supported. It's important that we know the love we feel is always here. It's what we are. So, it's important, like I said, if you're going to use your thoughts, use it to create a momentum of kindness, love, and positivity in your mind and for yourself. And that we see all the ways that we're loved and supported. Gratitude is very important that way because it creates a momentum. And we tune into our attention to realities that will just draw more and more of that energy. We get to see how we're already loved. And then we'll be tuned into that love plane. And that will create a momentum of us living in that reality of love and appreciation. So, we are the selves of God. Why compare? We're all one being. Why would we judge the mirror? We are the cells of God. We're all the different forms of God, but behind all this form, we're just one awareness, one consciousness, one being. So, why would you judge yourself? Why would you tell yourself that my hand should not be there? My hand shouldn't be here, but everything serves a function, serves an ultimate higher purpose. You can see with your body that's true. So imagine that you're the only person on the planet and you looked in the mirror, looked into a mirror, you would not have a reference to compare or judge. There would only be love. Live your life this way. I am no master, I know nothing. Let everyone be a guide, be a teacher. So ultimately, that's kind of how it is. There is nobody else. There's just one being in all these different forms. Right? Everything is a reflection of you, so everything is you and will show you more of yourself. Yeah. Pretty trippy, I know. So everything is you. And so if you could live your life this way, no, there is no comparison, and there is only one being, and nothing else exists but you, this one being. So just love yourself. Basically, at the end of the day, love yourself. And love all of it. Love every emotion. And I feel that this is something that I'd like you to share with your friends and family. I feel the world really needs this. There's a lot of jealousy and envy in our world. And it creates a lot of pain. And we just need to be in a world of love that accepts all differences and is okay with whatever happens. And just is so compassionate for each other. Because what we've been doing before and are still doing now, it's not working. So make sure you like this video. I'm Tito at Life Path Astrology and Tarot. Hope you enjoyed it. Share it. Message it, email it, whatever you have to do. Put it in a freaking envelope and send it to the moon. Just get it out there. Love all of you. Until next time.